Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And my question of today is, what country in the world, if you're on this earth I hope, are you watching this video from right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. And having said that, right now for me, it is beautiful weather, which is why I'm recording with a large window open. And I never do that because of the sound, but hey, it is nice weather today. Having said that, I want to tell you guys exactly what's going on in the crypto space today. For example, this I think is the most important part. Bitcoin edges higher but remains held down by rising bond yields. For the last 2 days or so, I have covered for you guys exactly why I think that the crypto market right now is down. And I think it is due to two main reasons. One, tax season, where a lot of people are selling their cryptos and trying to look as short as possible, just like get away or get rid of as much as possible in this little time frame of April. But also, specifically what we have right here. US stocks slide as rising bond yields hit growth stocks. Twitter slips on Elon Musk's $43 billion buyout offer. If you don't know what that part was all about, there was actually a really fun thread about all of this. But since I don't have the entire thread anymore, let's cover a couple of fun pieces. So there's basically Elon Musk, who was trying to buy out the entire Twitter with about $43 billion at a share price of, I don't know anymore, $50 or so dollars, 54 or so dollars. Then it was an Elon or a Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, who I don't think even has $40 billion, but let's not talk about that, who actually said, you know what? I believe in buying Twitter and making it private and making it more open and whatever to crypto and everything, which is literally what he says, and a decentralized Web3 framework. I'm offering $60 per share, but of course the majority of the crypto space did not take him seriously because that is a crazy amount of money. You know, $60 per share. He is bidding more, this individual right here, bidding more than Elon Musk. Really? Having said that, there was also a really interesting scenario going on in the background. Zero Hedge posted, well, this is awkward. Twitter board hired Goldman to advise it that the Elon Musk 54.20 offer is too low. I like the 420 right there. Only problem, Goldman has a sell rating with a $30 price tag. Oops. So they say right here, Twitter's valuation is more reflective of the current multi-year investment cycle. We reiterate our sell rating and lower our PT from 36 to 30, reflecting the same valuation multiples on lowered forward operating estimates discussed herein. So his offer is definitely quite juicy. Then again, there was another fun part in this entire discussion, which was posted a couple hours ago, breaking the Vanguard group, which was before. I'm not sure if they were the biggest owner before, but I think they had like a 9% share or so. They've apparently bought themselves up to about a 10.3% share right now, making them the largest shareholders in the company, which is very, very interesting. And a couple of people have had theories about that, but I also think about it as Wakizaka here says, they want to make money. That's it. They're not hiding anything, I don't think. They're not doing anything so sketchy or strange. They just notice, hey, there's been a really interesting offer that's been put by the SEC to purchase all these stocks at a whopping premium. For a fund like this, that is groundbreaking because you know the amount of money that they make with that and the margins that they work with. This amount of profit in such a short amount of time is definitely worth it. Then again, there were a couple other pieces. One, Elon Musk will not take the Twitter board. And also, Twitter CEO tells employees that board is evaluating the bid. If the Twitter board turns down the Elon Musk offer, though, there will be a race to the courthouse to file suit by class action plaintiff lawyers. I guarantee you, a law firm is preparing a class action complaint right now in case it does happen. And I think that's mostly due to the fact that he is prepared to basically buy Twitter for double the amount that it's worth. Not completely, but kind of. So I think the majority of holders are like, please let him buy it. Please, please, please. And if they say no, then I think there's going to be a lot of debates in the background there, but we'll see that shortly. I think that's a very big thing that's going on in the crypto space right now because the crypto space, I think it primarily lives over on Twitter. Not going to lie to you guys, I think crypto is most popular over on Twitter, potentially Discord, but Twitter is really the hub where a lot of people get their information next to YouTube. From that perspective, I'm thinking as well, him getting it will be a very big FU to the SEC, which in turn will be good for XRP holders and the XP community, but also for crypto since he's pretty positive about the matter. Then again, I sometimes do get afraid of these companies getting this much power, Where I, for example, would also be afraid if Binance were to buy Twitter, because I know that they could, theoretically speaking, if they wanted to, they could definitely do that. And I'm also wondering if Elon Musk buys it all, right? What exactly is going to happen with it? Because he talked before about needing a decentralized system, sort of, right? But how will it change? How will it hurt us? How will it benefit us? Sometimes I'm afraid of the system that now works kind of being destroyed, if you guys get my drift, because of something better for humanity, if you guys get what I'm saying. You know, you don't know if the changes that they're shouting are going to be good. There's a lot of people, for example, say that the brain chip thing that Elon Musk is going for is not a good thing for society, or that the fact that this or that or this or that Elon Musk is doing is not so good. In this other sense, like the majority of people are like, well, we need this decentralized social media platform where it's censorship resistant and this and that and this. But are we sure that Elon Musk will be able to do it? Will it be a very big letdown? We'll see in the short term. It's just something that's been kind of boggling in the back of my mind. Having said that, we can indeed see the majority of the indices falling here, about 1 to 2% even, pretty significant. Bitcoin, from that same perspective, is quite resilient to it this time around, which is nice to see, even though I do think the same narrative is being pushed upon it. All three major U.S. stock indices posted weekly declines. Indices down 0.3, 121, and 214%. Having said that, let's move on a little bit. I had a couple of things. Ripple CEO is excited about the company's progress in the SEC lawsuit, says, but wheels of justice move slowly. There's a video, which I'm going to show you guys in the next video on my channel here, where there's basically another interview with Brad Garlinghouse. It might take a couple of hours or so, because I want to make sure that we get the majority of the information out there. But if you want to watch it right now, this is the article. Crypto firm Ripple's court battle with the SEC has gone exceedingly well. And I want you guys to remember one thing really clearly. I believe that XRP is one of the best opportunities to make gains in the crypto space. Bull, bear market, it doesn't matter. A lot of people are criticizing me for this, but I honestly speak from the bottom of my heart when I say I think XRP is going to 10x within 12 months as a baseline, regardless of whether or not it's a bull or bear market. And that is mostly the reason why I'm accumulating like crazy. You might say, oh, but Dusty, you should be buying because of the utility, this, that. Sure. But I am buying right now like a madman. You don't know. I am buying XRP like a madman. If you look at my, I wouldn't say bank statements, but at my crypto transactions, it is 95% XRP, XRP, XRP. And then selling some shitty stuff I had from a long time ago. But mostly just buying, and grabbing more XRP. The reason I'm doing that is because there's so many coins out there which might do well, right? They might do well. But in a time of a lot of uncertainty, specifically like we're seeing right now, I like to go for certainty. And if you don't want to go for certainty with a low, lower profit, I mean, Bitcoin is quite certain that it will go up over a longer period of time. There will definitely be cycles though. So if the bear market hits, it will hit Bitcoin. I think with XRP, it's like the best risk to reward out of anything, which is why I'm going for it. Okay, just wanted to quickly let you guys know about that. The mindset has not changed. Even though I'm talking less about XRP on the channel, it's still my, I would say, biggest plan for this year. Having said that, Bitcoin whales move Bitcoin off of exchanges. How will it affect the prices? Not. This is a falsehood that people like to make you believe. So, kind of summarizing this, Bitcoin off of exchanges is an exchange outflow, which theoretically speaking is bullish because there's less selling pressure. Then again, it does two other things as well. It makes exchanges illiquid because the more that people take their money out, the less that will be in the order book, so to speak. But also, it could be for a multitude of reasons. I have also gotten money from my Binance, for example, into somebody else's wallet, which was basically a sale. Right? It just depends on your perspective of a sale. If I am sending my Bitcoin to somebody else, is that a sale? Yes or no? If I'm going to an exchange and selling my Bitcoin for US dollars, that is definitely a sale, right? But what exactly happens there? Because at the end of the day, all you're doing is internally at the exchange, moving the price of Bitcoin down just a little bit. But at the end of the day, you're just trading it with the exchange. If you guys get my drift, the exchange keeps the Bitcoin within their ecosystem. It is still, quote unquote, as scarce as before because they're not letting go of that Bitcoin that was already in there. What I mean to say is you can sell it even though it's off of an exchange. And I can, theoretically speaking, be doing crazy OTC deals where I'm taking my Bitcoin off of Binance, for example, to sell at an OTC desk for a better price, for example, while I'm still, again, applying selling pressure. So just because I'm moving off of exchanges doesn't necessarily mean anything. just in theory, right? So in theory it's bullish. In reality, we have no idea if this means anything. And I've looked at the correlation before between this off-ramp, or at least I should say, off-ramp and the actual price. And I couldn't determine that there was actually a one-to-one correlation between this. Then again, I might be surprised at one point or another. Then Terra purchases another $100 million worth of Bitcoin as Terra USD launches on crypto exchange Binance. It is going crazy. The LFG, the Let's Luna Foundation Guard, has purchased $100 million worth of Bitcoin again. These guys are absolutely crazy. Their total reserve balance now sits at $2.5 billion. And if you think Bitcoin can crash like crazy, I don't think it can, purely because of this insane buying pressure that's being expressed from their side. It's just the sheer buying pressure that's keeping me just excited every single day. Think about it. They're buying hundreds of millions of dollars almost every single week. It is crazy. Then it does also kind of remind you of the fact that there must be a lot of selling pressure if the price is still going down with this buying pressure in the background. But it gets me excited just to know that they're so excited about it that they're buying in bulk. And also, I don't have it open right now, but Michael Saylor also posted, I believe just now, that they're just going to be buying more Bitcoin and hodling it. Then, it wouldn't surprise me if crypto becomes an issue at the next election, said Sheila Warren. Politicians are waking up to the fact that there are votes in crypto. So, this is actually one one issue I described to you guys before, in the sense that I honestly believe every single election from now on will in some part be connected to crypto, because you can't go around it anymore, and there'll be a lot of voters to be gotten that way. I don't think many will actually lose, or you'll lose many if you say, oh, I'm positive on crypto doing well, for example. It is only once you start to go really rampant on it that you might lose a couple of people. But generally speaking, I think there's just mostly to gain rather than lose. And so the majority of these electees or whatever are going to most likely try it out to get a positive approach. But that also makes me wonder, is there now going to be a little sector of younger candidates, for example, because they get more votes from this newer generation that's, for example, adamant about crypto? If you guys get my drift, just a little paradigm shift or whatever. But we shall see. It's just something that I'm thinking about right now as we speak. Let me quickly see if we had any or missed anything in the short term here. Of course, I have a ton of other articles open, but every video here has its specific topic, and I don't want to kind of murder all these two things together. So one more thing I had was just in, President Biden has named a former XRP advisor. I just copied this tweet from somebody else, to be honest with you. I saw it, but I didn't know the best way to phrase it. So let me actually grab for you guys the official guidelines, or the official news. Michael Barr, former Assistant Secretary of the Treasury of Financial Institutions. Biden to nominate Michael Barr as top Fed banking regulator just happened a little bit ago. It's going pretty trending right now. And if you do not know, just read a little bit more closely. In 2015, Mr. Barr joined the advisory board of Ripple Labs, a crypto company now defending itself in a court case, yada, yada, yada. And I described to you guys before how I think that Ripple is going for the freaking creme de la creme with all the people that they're getting onto the board, and it's with tactic. If one of those people joins the board thinking they're going to lose, they wouldn't join. All these people most likely understand the amount of... Okay, let's just put it like this. Most likely, the people that are joining that board, they know what's going on in the background. They understand it. They've read a little bit deeper into all of this. And I don't think a Rosie Rios, a treasurer, 47th, I think, of the United States, I don't think she would join Ripple if she thought that that XP was a security, because that would be pretty stupid. But hey. Guys, if you need an exchange to trade freaking altcoins on, there's going to be a link down below for KuCoin. Check it out. A link is down below, as I said. Every single altcoin that I can think of is going to be on there. If it's not on there, yeah, that's too bad, because every freaking altcoin that I've ever traded is on this exchange. So check it out if you want to, again, trade altcoins. I don't know what else to tell you. Adios, amigos. That was it for today's video, and I'll see you guys again in another one.